Let's start with the motion supporter, and then we'll come to the motion opposer.
After 49 years of its establishment by Yakubu Gowon, the former head of state, the House of Representatives are considering a bill seeking to scrap the NYSC. But should the NYSC be really scrapped? That's a big question I'm here to answer. Well, but before I proceed, I'd like to give honors to honors is due. Good day, moderator, ladies and gentlemen, co-debater, accurate timekeeper, attentive viewers at home. My name is Akwarandu Oluchi, and I'm here to support the motion which says NYSC should be scrapped. But before I proceed, I'd like to give a quick historical perception about the NYSC. Now, the full meaning of NYSC means National Youth Service Corps. After the Civil War, the NYSC was created in order to reconstruct, reconcile, and rebuild the country. And it was established on the 22nd of May 1973 to foster national unity, integration, and consciousness among the Nigerian youth. Having understood what NYSC is all about, I hereby support the motion with this following point of mine. Firstly, waste of time. The scheme has appeared to be a waste of time, and with the current situation of things in our country, paper qualification and connection have become more important than the scheme. Secondly, waste and misappropriation of funds. The money the federal government allocates to the scheme every year is enough to build industries and train graduates on useful skills for employment opportunity, and dubious political office holders use this as a means to embezzle money, all in the name of NYSC program. Thirdly, no job guarantee. After NYSC, what is next? Obviously, there's nothing next, but because the government will leave you on your own to source for a job, and then you become a job wanderer on the street. Fourthly, peanuts payment. COP members are supposed to be among the highest paid members in the society, but unfortunately, the reverse is the case. Paying COP members less than 30 in some states and less than 20 in some states is a way of punishing them. Fifthly, it encourages immoral behavior among COP members, which is heightened because the allowance they are paid is not even enough for feeding, transportation, and house rent. Furthermore, there's poor accommodation of youth or non-indigens because of lack of social infrastructures, which exposes them to health hazard and dangers. And lastly, security challenge. There are a lot of bloodbaths of innocent COP members who are posted to some areas due to banditry, religious extremism, and ethnic violence. A quick reference back to the 2010 and 2011 presidential election, where results shown that 7% COP members lost their life during the presidential election. Ultimately, I am of the opinion that the waste of 1 year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, remember you've got 2 minutes. Well done, Oluchi Akwarandu. Lagos, if you just tuned in, you're listening to the I Beg to Differ Student Debate Tournament. Started on this station on November 8th. Will end on November 25th. That's when we'll have the final. And today we have Oluchi facing Emmanuel. Emmanuel, your time starts now.
Good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my fellow debater, and my attentive listeners. My name is Afolarin Busari, Emmanuel Afolarin International Secondary School, and I'm here to oppose the motion which states that NYSC should be scrapped. NYSC was established on the 22nd of May 1973. To bring about reconstruction and reconciliation of our country, Nigeria. So who are we then to say that NYSC should be scrapped? The following points of mine are my reasons for opposing the motion which states that NYSC should be scrapped. NYSC is a good stopgap for youth. This basically means that NYSC is something a youth can do pending the time a potential job opportunity come knocking at their door. NYSC exposes youth to the work environment, helping them to acquire necessary work experience and job experience that they will need in the world of business. NYSC has connected people with their destiny helpers, lovers, and potential business opportunity. We've heard several testimonies of people who met their love of their lives, people who built them into great men and women that they are today, and also people who help them build sustaining business opportunities. There are some certain advantages that the certificate and the experience gives you, like corpers are given the opportunity to travel out of their states to meet and interact with other people. And did you know, Oluchi, that to get a Canadian study visa, you need an NYSC certificate? So if another country values our certificate so much, why should we then say that NYSC should be scrapped? NYSC was supposed to bring about national unity, and it has done justice to that, seeing as a corper will be taken out of their states to work and interact with a lot of other people, which fosters national unity amongst people. Let's not forget the star strength and vendors and businessmen and women who are working with the establishment. What is to become their fate if the NYSC scheme is scrapped? With the following points of mine, I hope I've been able to enlighten you on the fact that NYSC should not be scrapped. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. Good job, Emmanuel. Okay. Today's going to be another difficult day to score. Woo! All right then. Great points all around. Great points all around. Remember, Lagos, we're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. We're also streaming on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can get on there. You can leave your thoughts. You can leave your comments. We have on the show with us today a 12-year-old JS3 student at Ifako International Secondary School, Emmanuel Afolarin Busari. That's the young man's voice who you've just heard, opposing that NYSC should be scrapped. Before him, you listened to Oluchi Akwarandu, a 15-year-old SS3 student at the Apostolic Church Grammar School. You heard her support the scrap of NYSC. Now it's time for the rebuttal round. This time we'll start with you, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you. I would like to first of all start my rebuttal round by addressing the first point that Oluchi made, which is waste of time. This really isn't a waste of time because there are a lot of things you can gain from the scheme. For example, according to the NYSC Corp Act, it was supposed to bring about national unity and to give youth job experience. So how is that a waste of time? The NYSC Corp Act and the NYSC scheme was created to give youth job experience that they will need in the long run. Waste of money. There is more to money than the NYSC scheme. The NYSC scheme is supposed to bring about foster national unity and cooperation amongst people. So money is not really what you went there to go and do. You went there to gain work experience and to help serve your country in the NYSC Corp Act. No job guarantee. Well, as we know, the NYSC corpers will be giving their PPA, which is place of primary assignment, and they can work in a government hospital or a school. If your skills are qualified enough, you can actually get a permanent job there. And if not, only God knows where you end yourself. And peanut payments. With peanut payments, there's more than money to what you went there to go and do. You were supposed to gain a lot of other things, like to make friends, to make connections, to meet a lot of other people, to create cooperation amongst people, and so many other things. So money should not be your main aim or purpose for going there. It encourages immoral behavior. Let me ask you, Oluchi, how does it encourage immoral behavior? Is it because they give them small money? Well, the money is not what they went there to go and do, like I said before. They went there to go and acquire job experience and work experience that they will need in the long run of life. Poor facility. The facilities that they have given to them is more than enough for them. They've given them a roof to sleep. They are giving them food. So what do you exactly mean by poor facilities? They are giving them food. They are giving them a place to shower. They are giving them food pending the 3 weeks that they will use to do their paramilitary training. And finally, security challenge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. My brother, that was everybody. Okay, all right then. Let's come to Oluchi.
Okay, all protocols duly and respectfully observed. Thank you, moderator, for this opportunity. Let me start by saying National Youth Service Corps has outlived its relevance and growth in the society. Let me paint a picture in your mind. For Larry, if there were 2 television sets here, one showing black and white and one colored, which one will you go for? I'm very sure the colored one, right? Why didn't you go for the black and white? Because it's outlived its relevance in the society, meaning it's no more in vogue. Just like the NYC. The NYC is like a barking dog who cannot bite. Okay, so let me address your point. You said, in one of your points, you said NYC has brought people together to meet their lovers and this and partners. Do you know inter-ethnic marriages has brought breakage in marriage, divorce, marriage integration, because it's hard for you to learn other people's culture. Marrying someone from another state or from another tribe you have to trust that person, and when there's no trust, it brings about marriage disintegration. Secondly, you talk about national unity. I beg to differ, because NYSC of today has brought more disunity than unity, more disintegration than integration, and it has become so nepotic and tribalistic in nature. You talked about experience. This experience you talk about does not even tally with their course of study and specialization, so it does not promote experience. For instance, you see a lawyer being sent to school. Please, what experience is he going there to learn? Is he supposed to be working in a primary school? No. You also talked about NYSC did not go there to gain money, that money is not the only primary aim. But without money, how will you survive? How will you survive? Are you going to be eating the grass? No, you're not. And the money they are even giving is peanuts. It's not enough for house rent. It's not enough for feeding, which leads me to my next point, which you made a rebuttal to: immoral behaviors. The money they are not paid is not enough for their feeding and upkeep, which leads to immoral behaviors of the NYSC corpers. Thank you.
Thank you, Oluchi. Well done. Good job, everybody. Okay. Now, I will say that Oluchi was making some points that are anecdotal at best. So you have no way to prove that intermarriages from these states are more likely to fail than succeed. So that's a point that I'm sure my team may have a problem with. But good debate from both sides. Well done to both of you. Remember, of course, that we're scoring you based on your clarity of thought, eloquence of your presentation, number, quality, and originality of unique points made, number of opponents' points addressed, the strength of your rebuttal of each point. You need to remember that. The strength of your rebuttal of each point. It's 18 minutes now past 4 o'clock. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. If you're watching us live on Facebook, we hope you're leaving your thoughts on how these kids are doing. We've got a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old facing off for a chance to be in the semi-final and the final that will happen on November 25th, next week, Thursday. That's almost 1 week from now. All right. We've got lots of comments on Facebook already. Goodness. We've got Emmanuel with lots of fans. We've got Okeke who says... who makes that point about that interethnic marriage crashing easily. We've got Michael Black, lots of fans for both sides. Everyone, talking about how well you've both done today. But there can only be one, right? There can only be one. Now let's take a look at the points that you have made on the show today. When it comes to the presentation, I'm wondering if I should announce the result now or go on a break. Do you think I should announce it now or go on a break? Break, please. I should go on a break? Okay. Oluchi, should I go on a break or announce the result now?
A break, please.
Go on a break, please. Okay. So they said go on a break. I will go on a break. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll announce this result. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Let's take a look at the reports, because we have like 3 minutes before an official break, and it will also give you both time to prepare for whatever comes next, the break that is. So in the presentation, Oluchi scored 8 points and Emmanuel scored 5 points. For your presentation style, the judges are awarding both of you 5 points each. So you tied for presentation style during the presentation round. During the rebuttal, Oluchi scored 2 points and Emmanuel scored 4 points, right? And for rebuttal style, we have Oluchi scoring 3 points and Emmanuel 4 points. So we'll take a look at that, and it looks like we have another tie. I don't know what it is about Emmanuel that gives us a tie all the time. So both of you are rounding off at 18 points each. So that means that we'll take this break. When we come back, we're going to go into the tiebreaker round. Now remember, the tiebreaker round gives both of you a chance to get ready. We'll go on a break. When we come back, a bit more action. Remember the rules for the tiebreaker round. I hope you're ready for it. During the tiebreaker round, you'll switch sides. You have 3 minutes to debate in favor of your opponent's position. You'll be scored for all new points you make, which were missed by your opponent, and for new rebuttals to the points that you made earlier on. So good luck to both of you. You can write things down as quickly as possible. We have a long break coming up, so good luck. Lagos. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll do the rebuttal round. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili on social media. Ezekwesili on social media. We'll be right back. We're back, Lagos. Thank you so much for waiting. The tiebreaker round is where we're at now. This amazing quarterfinal matchup of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament is about to get even more amazing. The debaters have switched sides, same topic, but now we have a new supporter and a new opposer. If you just tuned in, you missed where Emmanuel Afolarin Busari faced Oluchi Akwarandu, and they both debated whether NYSC should be scrapped. Oluchi said yes, it should be scrapped. Emmanuel said no, it should not be scrapped. And now they've switched side. So Oluchi will be saying no, it shouldn't be scrapped. And Emmanuel will be saying yes, it should be scrapped. Okay, let's debate. We're going to start with the motion supporter, and then we'll go to the motion opposer. Remember, you've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes this time around. So 3 minutes for you, Emmanuel, 3 minutes for you, Oluchi, to make your points, to make your rebuttal. The same thing for you, Oluchi. Make your points, make your rebuttal. Your time starts now.
Good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate and my fellow debaters and my attentive listeners. My name is Afolarin Busari Emmanuel, and I'm here to support the motion which states that NYSC should be scrapped. When NYSC was established on the 22nd of May 1973, it had good motives, but now those motives are now obsolete and they also now have alternative solutions. Like now, one of the motives was to bring about socialization of people, but now with the use of technology and internet, it has done justice to that motive and so many more like that. The following points of mine are my reasons for supporting the motion which states that NYSC should be scrapped. Security challenges. As you all know, the Cornwall state of Nigeria are on the rampage due to Boko Haram attacks. So posting an NYSC copper there is a death trap, which leads to the death of a young copper who has not yet started their lives. The NYSC scheme was supposed to bring about national unity, and in 1973 it has done justice to that. But now in the 21st century, with the interference of internet and technology, it has turned the world into a global village, let alone Nigeria. The finances put into the scheme can be used to build roads, schools, hospitals, and even to make a more efficient way of training our youth. Not only that, it could have been used to help people, the homeless and the disabled. It brings about unemployment. Take this for instance, Oluchi. You own a business and that business is on the verge of breaking down, and you're low on cash and you also need staff. But instead of creating a position of permanency, you then start requesting for corporate members, and since they're always available batch to back and back to back, you just keep hiring them. And what then happens to those who aren't corpers? You leave them without jobs. According to the NYSC Corp Act, the NYSC was supposed to help in restructuring and reconstruction of our country, Nigeria. And as we can see, it has failed to do just that. Cultural and language barrier. Tribalism still exists in some parts of Nigeria, as we all know. So if a Yoruba person was to be posted to an Igbo state or vice versa, he or she might not be respected as they might have been in their state of origin. And language also proves a very strong barrier, communication and interaction amongst people. And now finally, it prolongs the time of education. As we all know, a doctor will spend 7 years in university, and doctor might also want to do his PhD and his masters, and adding the extra 1 year and few weeks that the couple might spend an NYSC camp, instead of him to do his university and forget about him doing education, he will have to spend another 1 year and few weeks doing NYSC camp. So that just prolongs his time of education, which seems like a waste of time to me. With the following points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that NYSC should be scrapped. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, good job. Okay. All right, so you used 2 minutes, so you have 1 minute left for your rebuttal. But what we're going to do is we'll listen to Oluchi, and when Oluchi is done, if Oluchi wants to go straight up and go ahead and finish up her points, she can do that. But if she wants to use the entire 3 minutes for both the presentation and the rebuttal, that's fine. Or if she wants to split it into two, that's also fine. But Oluchi, your time starts now.
Compassion. After 49 years of establishment by Yakubu Gowon, the former head of state, the House of Representatives are considering a bill seeking to scrap the NYSC. But should the NYSC be really scrapped? That's a big question I'm here to answer. Good day, moderator, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, ever attentive listeners and viewers at home. My name is Akwarandu, and I'm here to oppose the motion which says NYSC should be scrapped. But before I proceed, I'd like to give a quick historical perception about the NYSC. Now, the full meaning of NYSC means National Youth Service Corps. After the Civil War, the NYSC was created in order to reconstruct, reconcile, and rebuild the country. It was established on the 22nd of May 1973 to foster national unity, integration, and consciousness among the Nigerian youth. Having understood what NYSC is all about, I hereby oppose the motion with this following point of mine. Firstly, culture and tradition. Do you know many youths have not traveled out of their state of origin or residence? Scrapping NYSC will prevent individuals from experiencing other people's culture and residence, and it has also brought about inter-ethnic marriages. Though it's not celebrated, but it's a good cause to give NYSC the credit. Secondly, job opportunity. During the NYSC program, a lot of youths are fortunate to work in the organization which they've been retained. Scrapping NYSC NYSC will deprive so many of employment opportunity. Thirdly, experience. A lot of youth wouldn't have had this experience if not for this scheme. Being posted to different places of primary assignment has made them to be responsible and also allow them to acquire different work ethics in the discipline and human relationship, which will help them even after the NYSC. Fourthly, allowance. Though 30,000 naira is small, but do you think if the NYSC is scrapped, you'll be able to earn 30,000 naira monthly after finishing school, considering the Nigeria economy? I doubt so. And many corp members have been able to save from this allowance in order to start up their business. Fifthly, skill acquisition called said, where corp members are exposed to new skills, thereby becoming job creators later in the future. Furthermore, it fosters national unity, integration, and consciousness. NYSC has been able to bring people together regardless of your background, state of origin, culture, or ethnicity. You think if NYSC is scrapped, the objective of national cohesion and unity would be achieved? It will not. Do you think the objective of national cohesion and unity will be achieved? I don't think so. And according to the Director General of the NYSC, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, he said the scheme is critical to our national unity and its benefits should not be underestimated. And lastly, it drives enlightenment to rural area through community projects, in the sense that it promotes participation of rural dwellers on their rights and privileges to the government and to the society, which enables social amenities to be provided in the rural areas which are lacking. Ultimately, NYSC can be likened onto a baby who defecates in the water. Should the baby and the water be thrown away? Absolutely no. Instead, the baby should be lifted up and redressed, while the water should be thrown away. Just like the NYSC should be refigured, revamped, and refurbished in order to meet the 21st century needs and demands of the Nigerian youth. With this following point of mine, I strongly believe I've been able to brain feed you and not to brainwash you that NYSC should not be scrapped. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, well done. Oh. My judges are having a meltdown. But well done to both of you. All right, so you've used your 2 minutes very well. Now you have 1 minute. 1 minute for very quick rebuttals of what your opponents have just said. Remember, new points. You cannot make the old points that you've made before. Emmanuel, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I'll first of all like to start my rebuttal by addressing the first point you made, which was job opportunities. There are other ways of getting job opportunities. If your skills are on check, companies will be able to see opportunity and skills in you instead of just using NYSC as a front. And did you know that even though corpers are posted to their PPA, which is place of primary assignment, there's no job guarantee for them, like you said when you were supporting? Who told you that they'll be able to maintain the job that they took, whether as a doctor in a hospital or a teacher in a school? Acquire job ethics. Job ethics are something that is taught in school as well as your education. So NYSC is not the only front for learning job ethics. And also, did you know that before somebody is actually introduced into a job environment, they're going to teach them the ethics of the place? Allowance. Did you know that it's not 30,000 naira that is given to corpers, but rather 20,000 naira or 90,800? Would that be enough for feeding, house rent, food, and so many other things? Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel, and well done. Good job. Oluchi, your 1 minute starts now.
All protocols duly and respectfully observed. Thank you, moderator, again for this opportunity. In my opponent's first point, it made mention of national division. I believe the good of NYSC outweighs the bad, and that, like they say, good things don't come easily, just like Rome was not built in a day. Secondly, I heard you made mention of time wasting. I strongly beg to differ, because they don't waste their time. The NYSC 1 year program is the NYSC 1 year program helps them to acquire skills, knowledge, and help them to acquire skills, knowledge, and training, which is also used for gainful employment. And the certificate is an additional advantage in getting a job. There are some companies you can't enter or you can't work in if you don't have the NYSC certificates. I also heard you made mention of waste of funds. The NYSC program is not a waste of fund, because it helps the government to make money through fees which are paid by the corp members, and which helps in improving the government revenue. I also heard you made mention of peanuts payments.
Thank you very much, Oluchi Akwarandu. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Busari. You have both been fantastic. Good Lord. Good Lord. I hope you don't tie again, because I don't even know how to break the tie if you tie again. I'll just run out of the studio if you tie again. My God. Thank you for a fantastic debate. Thank you so much to both of you. You have given this your all. You have made sure that this was a worthy quarter-final match. Now, I want both of you to know something. It doesn't matter who wins today or who loses today. Whoever gets into the quarter-final, whoever gets into the semi-final is a deserving winner. Whoever leaves the studio today is also a deserving winner. You have both done fantastically. I want to give you another round of applause. Well done. All right, Lagos was still streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube is Nigeria Info FM. Let's take a look at the points that you made. During the presentation, Emmanuel made 6 points. Presentation style, the team scored you 4. During the rebuttal, 2 points. Presentation style, the team scored you 4. Oluchi's presentation, 6 points. Style, 4 points. Rebuttal, 1 point. Style, 3 points. With a total of 16 points during this tiebreaker round, Emmanuel wins this round. Well done. Congratulations to both of you. Good job.
Thank you.
This was tough. This was very tough. But congratulations and well done, Emmanuel. You just qualified for the semifinals. I will let you know by tomorrow who you're going to be facing in the semifinals. I'll also let you know what time and what day and what topic you'll be addressing. And for you, Oluchi, we hope we see you next year. Thank you very much for taking part. We're going to do this again sometime soon. You have fought very hard for this position that you got to today. I'm very proud of you. I want you to know that you've done amazing. Good job, Oluchi. Well done. Good job. Well done. All right, I'm sure your family members are waiting, so you can go and meet them and you can go and celebrate. I do hope that everybody celebrates because what they've done today, simply phenomenal.